Ever feel like you need a referee in your own house? I mean, my kids, they can go from 0 to 60 over like the wrong color cup. It's like sibling rivalry, man. It never takes a break.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like a universal law of, I don't know, childhood.
Right. So for today's deep dive, I thought let's get practical. We're diving into some expert tips on how to hopefully bring a little more peace to the dinner table, wherever the battleground happens to be.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so first up, and this one honestly hit me right between the eyes. Avoid comparisons.
Hmm.
I mean, logically, duh, right. But how many times have we said, why can't you be more like your brother? Or, the classic, when I was your age.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there. And it makes
Yeah.
sense, right? Like, we're trying to motivate them. But what's really interesting is that from a developmental psych perspective, constantly comparing kids, it actually does the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, because they're building their sense of self, right?
Mm.
So if they're constantly told they're not as good as their sibling at something, it can really impact their confidence and even create resentment.
Wow. So it's like we're accidentally pitting them against each other instead of letting them be, their own people.
Exactly. It's about celebrating their individual strengths and differences.
Which I guess leads perfectly into the next tip, celebrate achievements equally. But how do you do that when realistically kids are good at different things? Like, my daughter's a total bookworm. My son, he's Mr. Sports Star. I can't exactly give them both trophies for reading, right?
Right. And it's not about treating them identically. It's about recognizing those unique talents and making sure each child feels valued.
Okay, so instead of saying, oh, look at Sarah, she already finished 2 chapters, it's more like,
You could try, wow, Sarah, you're really enjoying that book, huh? What's happening in it? And then with your son, after a game, maybe it's, you've been practicing so hard. I bet that goal felt awesome.
focusing on the effort, the individual progress, not just the end result. I like it.
Yeah, it becomes less about competition and more about supporting each other.
Teamwork, which I see we've got as the next tip, along with teach conflict resolution.
And those two go hand in hand. I
Mhm.
mean, any parent knows telling kids to just get along is useless without giving them the actual tools to do it.
Right. So, what are some practical ways to teach that besides, I guess, leading by example, which sometimes.
Oh, right. Sometimes our own adulting needs work. But with the kids, teamwork activities are huge. Building a fort, a board game, even deciding on a movie together, it all counts.
It's that shared experience, that sense of accomplishment.
Yep. And then for conflict resolution, because let's face it, there will be conflict.
Understatement of the year.
Right. So equipping them with the right language,
Uh-huh.
it sounds like you're both upset. Can you tell me what happened, but use I statements, that kind of thing.
Giving them the words to hopefully talk it out. So important. Okay, last tip, and I'm already feeling guilty. Spend quality one-on-one time, which, with multiple kids, jobs, life.
I hear you. It can feel like adding another thing to the to-do list, but honestly, even small chunks of focused attention make a world of difference.
Like what? Give me examples.
15 minutes, reading a book together, playing their favorite game. Maybe it's just putting your phone away while they tell you about their day at school.
It's about making them feel seen and heard as individuals.
Exactly. Not just one of the kids, but this is my time with mom, or this is my time with dad.
So, to recap our crash course in sibling harmony, no more comparisons, celebrate their individual wins, encourage teamwork, give them those conflict resolution tools, and carve out that one-on-one time.
It's a journey, not a destination.
Ain't that the truth? So, for all you parents out there battling the daily sibling skirmishes, I hope this helps. If you had to pick just one of these tips to focus on this week, what would it be? Let us know. We're all in this together. Until next time.